When the lights go out, the phones stop working, and pharmacy shelves run empty. What's your plan? When your family needs relief from pain, infection, or illness and help is days away, will you be ready? This isn't a far-fetched scenario. It's reality, and every household should prepare. Long before Big Pharma, people relied on nature's pharmacy. Herbs grown in backyards provided the medicine needed for pain, infections, digestion, and wounds, and they still work today. In this video, I'll reveal 8 powerful herbs you can grow yourself, each proven through generations of real-world use. These aren't exotic plants requiring expert care. They're hardy, resilient, and easy to grow, even for beginners. With the right knowledge, you'll have a thriving medicinal garden that becomes your family's first line of defense when modern medicine isn't available. The time to start is now, before crisis strikes. Let's get started. Number 1, plantain. Now, I'm not talking about the banana-looking fruit your grandmother used to fry up. I'm talking about Plantago major, the incredible healing plant that's probably growing as a weed in your yard right now, and you don't even know it. This unassuming little plant is like having a natural first aid kit scattered across your property, just waiting for you to recognize its power. Here's why plantain needs to be your go-to herb for emergency wound care and skin problems. This plant is absolutely loaded with compounds that make it a healing powerhouse. We're talking about allantoin, which accelerates tissue regeneration, aucubin for its antimicrobial properties, and silicic acid that strengthens connective tissue. When you combine these natural compounds, you get a plant that can handle cuts, scrapes, burns, insect bites, and even deeper wounds when professional medical care isn't available. The Native Americans called plantain white man's footprint because it seemed to grow everywhere European settlers traveled, but they quickly recognized its healing properties and made it a cornerstone of their natural medicine practices. For good reason, this plant works, and it works fast. Here's how you harness plantain's incredible healing power. For immediate wound treatment, you can chew fresh plantain leaves to create what's called a spit poultice. I know it sounds primitive, but the enzymes in your saliva actually activate the plant's healing compounds. Apply this directly to cuts, bee stings, or any skin irritation for instant relief. The anti-inflammatory properties kick in immediately, reducing pain and swelling while the antimicrobial compounds prevent infection. For a more refined approach, you can crush fresh plantain leaves and apply them directly to wounds, securing with a clean bandage. The plant's natural mucilage creates a protective barrier while drawing out toxins and promoting rapid healing. I've seen plantain close-up cuts that looked like they needed stitches, leaving barely a scar behind. Plantain tea is your internal healing ally. Brew the leaves for respiratory issues, digestive problems, or as a general anti-inflammatory. The plant's expectorant properties help clear mucus from lungs and airways, making it invaluable during cold and flu season when you can't just run to the doctor. For long-term storage, you can create plantain-infused oil by slowly heating olive oil with fresh plantain leaves, then straining and storing in dark glass bottles. This oil becomes a versatile healing salve for burns, dry skin, eczema, and chronic wounds. Growing plantain is ridiculously easy because it wants to grow everywhere. It thrives in poor soil, tolerates drought, and actually prefers areas with foot traffic. That's why you see it growing in sidewalk cracks and along pathways. Plant it once, and it self-seeds year after year, creating an expanding network of healing plants across your property. Number 2, Calendula. Also known as pot marigold, Calendula officinalis is the golden healing flower that should be brightening up your medicinal garden while providing some of the most potent skin healing properties you'll find in the plant kingdom. This isn't your average decorative flower. This is serious medicine disguised as a beautiful garden ornament. Calendula has been trusted for centuries to heal wounds, reduce inflammation, and fight infection, and modern research backs up what traditional healers have known all along. The flower petals contain powerful compounds like flavonoids, saponins, and triterpenes that work together to accelerate healing, reduce scarring, and prevent bacterial growth. What makes calendula absolutely indispensable for emergency preparedness is its versatility in treating skin conditions that commonly occur during stressful times or when hygiene conditions aren't ideal. We're talking about cuts that won't heal, skin infections, diaper rash, eczema flare-ups, fungal infections, and even radiation burns. Here's how to turn these golden flowers into healing gold. Fresh calendula petals can be applied directly to wounds as a natural bandage. The anti-inflammatory compounds provide immediate pain relief, while the antimicrobial properties prevent infection from taking hold. For minor cuts and scrapes, simply crush fresh petals and apply to the affected area. Calendula oil is where this plant really shines as a long-term medicinal asset. Fill a jar with fresh calendula petals, cover completely with olive oil, and let it infuse for 4 to 6 weeks in a sunny windowsill. Strain out the plant material, and you're left with golden healing oil that can treat everything from diaper rash to surgical scars. This oil has a shelf life of over a year when stored properly, making it perfect for emergency preparedness. For internal use, calendula tea supports the lymphatic system and helps the body fight infection from the inside out. The flower's bitter compounds stimulate digestion and support liver function, helping your body process toxins more effectively during times of stress or illness. Calendula salve combines the healing oil with beeswax to create a protective barrier that locks in moisture while delivering continuous healing compounds to damaged tissue. This salve becomes your go-to treatment for cracked skin, slow-healing wounds, and any skin condition that needs intensive repair. The beauty of growing calendula is that it's practically foolproof and incredibly generous. Plant it once and it self-seeds aggressively, giving you an endless supply of healing flowers from spring through fall. It thrives in full sun with minimal water, and the more you harvest the flowers, the more the plant produces. Each plant can yield hundreds of flowers throughout the growing season, providing enough raw material to create a substantial medicinal stockpile. Number 3, Comfrey. Now we're talking about the heavy hitter of the herbal healing world, folks. Symphytum officinale, commonly known as comfrey, is the plant that's earned the nickname knit bone for its absolutely remarkable ability to accelerate the healing of broken bones, torn ligaments, and damaged tissue. This isn't some gentle, mild herb we're dealing with here. This is serious healing power that can make the difference between a minor injury staying minor and a minor injury becoming a major problem when medical help isn't available. Here's what makes comfrey absolutely revolutionary for emergency medicine. It contains a compound called allantoin that literally tells your body's cells to divide and regenerate faster. We're talking about a plant that can speed up bone healing by weeks, reduce the time it takes for sprains and strains to recover, and close up wounds that would normally leave significant scarring. But here's where comfrey gets really interesting for the prepared American family. This plant doesn't just heal surface wounds, it penetrates deep into tissue to repair damage at the cellular level. Torn muscles, damaged cartilage, deep bruising, even hairline fractures respond to comfrey in ways that will absolutely blow your mind. I'm talking about healing results that make conventional medicine take notice. The root is where comfrey's healing power is most concentrated. When you make a comfrey root poultice, you're creating a biological healing machine that draws out infection, reduces inflammation, and accelerates tissue repair at a rate that seems almost supernatural. Native healers and European folk medicine practitioners have relied on comfrey for generations because when someone's life depended on quick healing, comfrey delivered results. Here's how you harness this incredible healing power. For fresh injuries, grate fresh comfrey root and apply it directly to the affected area as a poultice. The mucilage in the root creates a protective gel while the active compounds penetrate deep into damaged tissue. For broken bones or severe sprains, wrap the area with comfrey-soaked cloth and leave it on for several hours, reapplying fresh material as needed. Comfrey salve becomes your long-term healing ally. Simmer fresh comfrey root in olive oil for several hours, strain and combine with beeswax to create a powerful healing ointment. This salve can be stored for months and applied to any injury that needs deep tissue repair. The anti-inflammatory properties provide immediate pain relief, while the regenerative compounds get to work rebuilding damaged cells. For internal healing support, comfrey leaf tea helps your body heal from the inside out. The plant's high mineral content provides the raw materials your body needs for tissue repair, while the anti-inflammatory compounds reduce systemic inflammation that can slow healing. Growing comfrey is about establishing a permanent healing resource on your property. This plant is a perennial powerhouse that comes back stronger each year, developing an extensive root system that becomes more medicinally potent over time. Plant it once in a spot with rich, moist soil, and you'll have a healing ally for decades. Comfrey spreads through root division, so one plant eventually becomes an entire healing patch. The deep taproot breaks up compacted soil, while the large leaves create valuable compost material. It's like having a plant that improves your garden while stockpiling healing medicine underground. Number 4. Echinacea. Purple coneflower, Echinacea purpurea, is the immune system warrior that should be standing guard in every American's medicinal garden. This isn't just some trendy supplement you see at the health food store. This is a battle-tested immune booster that has been protecting families from illness for centuries, and when the next wave of sickness hits your community, you'll want this plant fighting in your corner. What makes Echinacea absolutely critical for emergency preparedness is its ability to supercharge your body's natural defense systems before illness takes hold. We're not talking about treating symptoms after you're already sick. We're talking about building your immune system into a fortress that keeps serious illness from gaining a foothold in the first place. The Native Americans of the Great Plains considered Echinacea their most important medicinal plant, using it to treat everything from snake bites to serious infections. They understood what modern research has confirmed. Echinacea doesn't just boost immune function, it actually teaches your immune system to recognize and eliminate threats more effectively. Here's the science behind Echinacea's immune-boosting power. The plant contains compounds called alkamides and polysaccharides that activate white blood cells, increase the production of infection-fighting compounds, and enhance your body's ability to identify and destroy harmful organisms. When you take Echinacea at the first sign of illness, you're giving your immune system the tools it needs to mount a rapid, effective response. For maximum immune protection, Echinacea tincture is your go-to preparation. Fill a jar with fresh Echinacea root and leaves, cover with high-proof alcohol, and let it extract for 4 to 6 weeks. This concentrated liquid medicine can be taken at the first sign of illness or used preventively during high-risk periods. A few drops under the tongue delivers immune-boosting compounds directly into your bloodstream. Echinacea tea provides gentle, sustained immune support for daily use. The flowers, leaves, and roots can all be brewed into a pleasant-tasting tea that helps maintain strong immune function throughout cold and flu season. Regular consumption keeps your immune system primed and ready to respond to threats. For topical infections, Echinacea poultices and washes help fight bacterial and fungal infections on the skin. The plant's antimicrobial properties make it valuable for treating wounds that show signs of infection when antiseptic supplies run low. Growing Echinacea creates a self-sustaining immune support system that gets stronger each year. This hardy perennial thrives in full sun with minimal water once established. The deep taproot makes it drought-tolerant, while the beautiful purple flowers attract beneficial insects that support your entire garden ecosystem. The roots develop their highest concentration of active compounds after 3 years of growth, so patience pays off with dramatically increased medicinal potency. Each plant produces dozens of flowers that can be harvested for medicine, while leaving enough to ensure vigorous growth the following season. Number 5. Yarrow. Achillea millefolium, named after the Greek hero Achilles who used it to treat his soldiers' wounds, is the battlefield medicine that every prepared household needs, growing within arm's reach. This isn't some delicate garden flower. This is warrior medicine that has stopped bleeding, prevented infection, and saved lives in the most challenging conditions imaginable. What makes yarrow absolutely indispensable for emergency situations is its incredible ability to control bleeding quickly and effectively. We're talking about a plant that can stop hemorrhaging when pressure and elevation aren't enough, when medical help is hours away, and when blood loss becomes life-threatening. Yarrow doesn't just slow bleeding, it stops it cold while simultaneously fighting infection and reducing inflammation. The active compounds in yarrow, including achillene and chemazoline, work by constricting blood vessels and promoting rapid clotting. But here's what makes yarrow truly remarkable. It seems to know exactly what your body needs. For wounds that won't stop bleeding, it acts as a powerful styptic. For wounds that need to drain, it promotes healthy circulation. It's like having an intelligent first aid kit growing in your yard. Military medics throughout history have relied on yarrow because when conventional supplies run out, this plant delivers results that can mean the difference between life and death. Fresh yarrow leaves can be chewed and applied directly to wounds or crushed and packed into deep cuts to stop bleeding immediately. The antimicrobial compounds prevent infection, while the anti-inflammatory properties reduce pain and swelling. Here's how you turn yarrow into life-saving medicine. For emergency bleeding control, crush fresh yarrow leaves and pack them directly into wounds. The plant's natural astringent properties cause blood vessels to contract, while the antimicrobial compounds create a protective barrier against infection. This isn't just folklore. This technique has saved lives on battlefields and in remote locations where modern medical care wasn't available. Yarrow powder is your long-term bleeding control solution. Dry yarrow leaves and flowers, then grind them into a fine powder that can be stored in sealed containers for years. This powder can be sprinkled directly onto cuts and wounds to stop bleeding instantly, making it perfect for emergency medical kits and bug-out bags. Yarrow tea becomes your internal healing support system when dealing with fever, digestive issues, or systemic inflammation. The bitter compounds stimulate circulation and help break fevers naturally, while the anti-inflammatory properties support your body's healing processes from the inside out. During times of stress or illness, yarrow tea helps regulate body temperature and supports healthy immune function. For women's health emergencies, yarrow is absolutely invaluable. The plant's ability to regulate circulation makes it effective for managing heavy bleeding, painful cramping, and hormonal imbalances when conventional treatments aren't available. Yarrow's antispasmodic properties help relax smooth muscle tissue, providing relief from intense pain during difficult times. Growing yarrow is like establishing a permanent medical station on your property. This incredibly hardy perennial thrives in the worst soil conditions, tolerates extreme drought, and actually prefers poor soil over rich garden beds. Plant it once and it spreads through underground runners, creating expanding colonies of healing medicine that require zero maintenance. The beauty of yarrow is that it grows wild across most of North America, but cultivated varieties produce larger, more potent leaves and flowers. The plant's feathery foliage and flat-topped white flower clusters make it easy to identify, and every part of the plant above ground contains medicinal compounds. Number 6. Chamomile. German chamomile, Matricaria chamomilla, is the gentle giant of herbal medicine that every prepared family needs in their medicinal arsenal. Don't let its delicate appearance fool you. This unassuming little flower packs serious therapeutic power that can calm anxiety, promote healing sleep, soothe digestive distress, and provide pain relief when stress levels skyrocket, and conventional help isn't available. What makes chamomile absolutely critical for emergency preparedness is its ability to address the psychological and physical toll that crisis situations take on the human body. When disaster strikes, when uncertainty dominates daily life, when stress threatens to overwhelm your family's ability to function effectively, chamomile steps in as nature's reset button, restoring calm and promoting the kind of restorative rest that keeps people thinking clearly under pressure. The active compounds in chamomile, particularly apigenin and bisabolol, work directly on the nervous system to reduce anxiety, promote relaxation, and support healthy sleep patterns. But here's what makes chamomile truly remarkable for emergency situations. It doesn't just mask symptoms like pharmaceutical sedatives do. Instead, it actually helps your body restore its natural balance, supporting healthy stress responses while maintaining mental clarity and physical coordination. Here's the practical reality that every prepared American needs to understand. During extended emergency situations, sleep becomes a luxury that many people lose access to. Anxiety, fear, and hypervigilance can create a cycle where exhaustion makes everything worse, where poor decisions compound problems, and where family members become irritable and uncooperative. Chamomile breaks this destructive cycle by providing gentle, natural support that helps restore normal sleep patterns and emotional stability. Fresh chamomile tea is your first line of defense against stress-related health problems. The flowers contain the highest concentration of active compounds, and brewing them fresh delivers maximum therapeutic benefit. During high-stress periods, chamomile tea can be consumed throughout the day to maintain emotional equilibrium without causing drowsiness or impaired judgment. Chamomile tincture provides concentrated relief when anxiety levels spike, or when sleep becomes impossible despite exhaustion. A dropper full of chamomile tincture under the tongue delivers fast-acting compounds directly into the bloodstream, providing relief within minutes rather than hours. This concentrated preparation can be stored for years without refrigeration, making it perfect for long-term emergency storage. For digestive emergencies, chamomile's antispasmodic properties make it invaluable for treating stress-induced stomach problems, food poisoning, and the kind of digestive distress that commonly occurs when normal routines are disrupted. The plant's anti-inflammatory compounds soothe irritated digestive tissue while promoting healthy gut function during times when proper nutrition becomes challenging. Chamomile's wound-healing properties make it valuable for treating skin injuries, burns, and infections when conventional first aid supplies run low. The antimicrobial compounds prevent infection, while the anti-inflammatory properties reduce pain and promote faster healing. Cooled chamomile tea can be used as a wound wash, while chamomile-infused oil creates a healing salve for burns and damaged skin. Growing chamomile is about creating a renewable source of calm in an uncertain world. This annual herb grows quickly from seed, producing flowers within weeks of planting. It thrives in cool weather and actually prefers poor soil, making it perfect for growing in marginal garden spaces or containers. The plant self-seeds aggressively, so one planting can provide years of continuous chamomile production. The flowers can be harvested throughout the growing season, dried for long-term storage, or processed immediately into tinctures and oils. Each plant produces hundreds of small flowers, providing enough raw material to create a substantial medicinal stockpile. Number 7. Peppermint. Mentha piperita is the cooling powerhouse that delivers fast, effective relief for digestive emergencies, respiratory problems, and pain management when conventional medications aren't available. This isn't just the pleasant herb that flavors your toothpaste. This is serious therapeutic medicine that can stop nausea in its tracks, clear blocked airways, and provide immediate pain relief when your family needs it most. What makes peppermint absolutely essential for emergency preparedness is its ability to provide rapid symptom relief for the most common health problems that occur during stressful situations. When stress disrupts normal digestion, when poor air quality triggers respiratory distress, when tension headaches make it impossible to think clearly, peppermint delivers the kind of immediate relief that keeps people functional and comfortable. The menthol in peppermint works by activating cold-sensitive receptors that override pain signals, providing natural anesthesia for headaches, muscle pain, and nerve discomfort. But peppermint doesn't just mask pain. It actually addresses underlying causes by improving circulation, reducing inflammation, and supporting healthy nerve function. For digestive emergencies, peppermint is absolutely unmatched in its effectiveness. The plant's antispasmodic properties relax smooth muscle tissue in the digestive tract, providing immediate relief from cramping, gas, and the kind of digestive distress that can become debilitating during emergency situations. When contaminated food or water causes nausea and vomiting, peppermint tea can settle the stomach and prevent dangerous dehydration. Fresh peppermint leaves can be chewed directly for immediate digestive relief or brewed into strong tea for more sustained therapeutic benefit. The cooling sensation provides instant comfort, while the active compounds get to work relaxing spastic digestive muscles and promoting healthy gut function. Peppermint oil becomes your concentrated therapeutic weapon for serious respiratory and pain management needs. A few drops of peppermint oil in hot water creates a powerful steam inhalation treatment that can clear blocked sinuses, reduce respiratory inflammation, and help break up mucus congestion. For severe headaches, diluted peppermint oil applied to temples and forehead provides cooling relief that can eliminate pain within minutes. For muscle and joint pain, peppermint oil mixed with a carrier oil creates a powerful topical analgesic that provides immediate cooling relief while improving circulation to damaged tissue. The anti-inflammatory compounds help reduce swelling, while the cooling sensation interrupts pain signals, providing relief that can last for hours. Growing peppermint creates an expanding source of therapeutic medicine that requires minimal care while providing maximum benefit. This aggressive perennial spreads through underground runners, quickly establishing large colonies that can supply medicinal needs for entire communities. The plant thrives in partial shade and moist soil, but adapts to almost any growing conditions. The key to growing peppermint successfully is containing its aggressive spreading habit. Plant it in containers or designated areas where its spreading growth won't overwhelm other plants. Each plant produces abundant foliage that can be harvested throughout the growing season, with the highest concentration of essential oils occurring just before flowering. Number 8. Lavender. Lavandula angustifolia is the aromatic healing powerhouse that combines serious therapeutic benefits with the kind of pleasant fragrance that makes medicine feel like luxury. Don't underestimate this beautiful purple flower. Lavender delivers potent antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and nervous system support that can address both physical and emotional health challenges when conventional treatments aren't available. What makes lavender absolutely crucial for emergency preparedness is its unique ability to address the mind-body connection that determines how well people cope with crisis situations. When stress, fear, and uncertainty threaten to overwhelm your family's emotional resilience, when physical injuries need antimicrobial protection, when burns require gentle but effective treatment, lavender provides the kind of comprehensive healing support that addresses multiple needs simultaneously. The essential oil compounds in lavender, particularly linalool and linaloyl acetate, work directly on the nervous system to reduce anxiety, promote relaxation, and support healthy sleep patterns. But lavender's therapeutic benefits extend far beyond aromatherapy. The plant contains powerful antimicrobial compounds that fight bacterial, viral, and fungal infections while promoting faster wound healing and reducing inflammation. For burn treatment, lavender is absolutely unmatched in its effectiveness and gentleness. The cooling essential oils provide immediate pain relief while the antimicrobial compounds prevent infection and damaged tissue. Unlike harsh chemical treatments that can further damage burned skin, lavender actually promotes healthy tissue regeneration while creating a protective barrier against contamination. Fresh lavender flowers can be applied directly to minor burns, or the flowers can be infused in oil to create a healing salve for more serious burn injuries. The anti-inflammatory properties reduce swelling and pain, while the antimicrobial compounds prevent the kind of secondary infections that can turn minor burns into life-threatening medical emergencies. Lavender oil becomes your multi-purpose healing arsenal when conventional antiseptics and pain medications run out. A few drops of pure lavender oil can disinfect wounds while providing natural pain relief, making it perfect for treating cuts, scrapes, and puncture wounds when hydrogen peroxide and antibiotic ointments aren't available. The oil penetrates deep into tissue to fight infection at the source while promoting the kind of rapid healing that prevents minor injuries from becoming major problems. For respiratory support during times when air quality becomes compromised, lavender steam inhalations help clear congested airways while providing antimicrobial protection against airborne pathogens. The soothing compounds reduce inflammation in irritated respiratory tissue, while the pleasant aroma helps calm anxiety that can make breathing difficulties worse. What makes lavender particularly valuable for family emergency preparedness is its ability to support children's health needs without the harsh side effects of conventional medications. Lavender tea provides gentle digestive support for upset stomachs, while diluted lavender oil can treat minor cuts and scrapes on sensitive skin. The calming aroma helps children sleep better during stressful times, supporting their immune systems and emotional resilience. Growing lavender establishes a permanent source of antimicrobial medicine that actually improves with age. This hardy perennial thrives in poor, well-drained soil and full sun, making it perfect for areas where other medicinal plants struggle. Once established, lavender requires minimal water and actually produces more concentrated essential oils during drought conditions. The plant's woody stems develop higher concentrations of therapeutic compounds over time, so older lavender plants provide more potent medicine than younger ones. Each plant produces multiple flower spikes throughout the growing season, and the more you harvest, the more the plant produces. The dried flowers retain their medicinal properties for years when stored properly, creating a long-term stockpile of healing medicine. These 8 herbs aren't just garden plants, they're your family's insurance against health emergencies that can turn a crisis deadly. Plantain stops bleeding, Comfrey supports bone healing, Echinacea boosts immunity, Yarrow controls hemorrhaging, Chamomile calms stress, Peppermint eases digestion, and Lavender fights infection. Together, they form a natural first aid kit that keeps your family functional when modern medicine isn't available. But here's the key. You can't plant these the day disaster strikes and expect results. Herbs need time to establish, mature, and multiply into the healing resources you'll depend on in extended emergencies. That's why the time to start is now, while conditions are stable, when you can learn and experiment without pressure. Prepared families don't scramble during chaos. They build systems in advance. A medicinal herb garden is more than plants. It's confidence, resilience, and lasting protection. The only question is whether you'll start now or wish you had later. So there you have it, folks. 8 battle-tested herbs that can mean the difference between thriving and merely surviving when the chips are down. From Plantain's wound healing magic to Lavender's infection fighting power, you now have the blueprint for creating your family's natural pharmacy right in your own backyard. Don't wait for the next crisis to hit before you start planting. These healing allies need time to establish and develop their full medicinal strength. The time to act is now, while you can still prepare on your own terms. Get these herbs in the ground, learn their uses, and give your family the gift of true health independence. Your future self will thank you when these humble plants become the heroes that keep your loved ones healthy and strong when everything else fails.